Hey everybody, so yeah, I am actually starting in the pool area because, well, it's hard to take my wallet out and grab my key when I'm holding the camera. So this is a 360-degree walkthrough of, well, most of, and the Summer Resort Surfside. I don't have a 360-degree walkthrough video of the room. I have one from Dockside. It's just basically the same room. I was like, I'll just use that again. I believe it's exactly the same. It is actually the 2-bedroom suite that I was in when I recorded that, but again, yeah, pretty much the same. So other than that, should give you a good idea of the newest resort. First 2 off-site hotels on property, but off-site. Because let's just be honest, it's not on property. It's not on site because you have to take a bus to get there. There's other people's property in between. So this one's a lot easier to show you. These are, once again, references to Wet n Wild, the water park that used to be on this property. Disco H2O. Loved that ride. That was awesome. Unlike Dockside, Surfside is, like I said, on the actual property. This was Wet n Wild where I'm standing. So, sorry, I just had a smoothie at the last place. This from above looks like a fish. And up here is, well, that's an umbrella that's broken and an umbrella that's broken up there. And another umbrella that's broken, wow. These must be open during thunderstorms. Oh yes, also, this is a 360-degree video. It's best watched with 3D goggles, but it also works with a phone or a tablet. You can move it around like a virtual camera. If you're on the desktop or a laptop, you can click and drag around. Doesn't work quite as well, but it works. Also, you probably will hear the background audio drop out at some point because the inevitable wonderful content ID claims, because I'm not giving some random artist all the revenue for appearing in the background of a video that I shot. You're welcome. Over here is a little seating area. Nice covered area, although right now it's near sunset, so it doesn't really matter. But we're going to walk back this way. Unlike Aventura, this does have a game room. Surfside and Dockside do. There's a lot more room over here than it was for Aventura. Oh, that button doesn't work. That's great. Really? Okay. An ATM for those of you who still like cash for some reason. Okay, that's locked for some reason. Thank you. It's a very quiet game room. Air Dino. But I figured I'd show you it. Some candy or SpongeBob or Paw Patrol. Air hockey, of course. This stupid thing, which isn't even a game, you just sit and watch. Super Bikes 3. And over there is where you buy the cards. And over here are the prices. $100. Woo! Spending $100 at an arcade, that's kind of silly. I mean, maybe a full-size arcade, but not really so much for a little arcade at a hotel. But here, let's take a look through the fitness room. There's not really much to see here, but a nice fitness room. Restrooms, towels, things like that. I don't want to spend too much time in there. Because we'll see it from this side. You can kind of see the pool from there, not the greatest view. Not terrible, but you know, it's not the point, is it? Now heading back out again. We once again see the bar. Take one more look at it over here. The sandbar. Once again, these are all names of former attractions here. Brainwashed. The 28 North, 81 West is the GPS, simplified GPS coordinates for this location. Kind of a stretch, but so what they went for. So again, these hotels are really, really painfully generic on the outside. Theming on the inside, the rooms are all right. They're pretty nice, but they are nice rooms. They are the cheapest rooms on Universal Orlando property right now. So, from what I remember, the food was pretty good here. I haven't really had it since opening day. When I was kicked off property because I wasn't staying at the hotel at that time. Even though I had a room tour of both rooms and told them I wasn't staying at property yet on that day. And management didn't seem to mind that. Pretty ridiculous. So, big wave over here for check-in. And of course, the obligatory Universal Studio Store. It should be Universal Orlando, but it isn't. Not sure what that's for. Oh, it's a fitting room over there. Okay. And of course, the obligatory Wizarding World of Harry Potter merchandise. Over here we have the retro Universal Studios Florida merchandise, which for some reason is still available. I thought that was going to be a 30th anniversary only thing, but it's still available. This is a boarding pass area. It's a very, very small one, smaller than the one over at Surfside. And yes, another Starbucks. There are so many Starbucks locations on property. They're all franchised, but there's a full service Starbucks, and it's also closed. They closed pretty early for some reason. But let's take a look at the food area. Here's the seating, some surfboards just for theming. It's a nice seating area. We're gonna walk through the exit because it's easier. Oh my gosh, that kid. And similar, if you saw the videos from Dockside, Surfside, both have this same style. This one's a little more narrow, a little smaller for some reason. Same concept though. Those look really good. All these look good. I am a very picky eater and I find so many things here I want to eat. Pizza's probably not as spicy as Aventura. Woo! Grab-and-go salads are probably as good as the ones in Dockside. Grab-and-go drink options, some avocado toast grab-and-go. Desserts and pastries. Some gelato. And then you you take whatever you want from any of the stations and you pay for all of it where we came in, but you know. So now, taking a look at the main chicken area. I guess this is supposed to be jellyfish up there, maybe. Don't know. This, a little bit like Sapphire Falls in a way. Once again, ticket area, if you come all the way to Universal Orlando, get a hotel room, and you still don't some reason have your theme park tickets for whatever reason, you can buy them here. I guess you could probably also pick them up over there, but you can do that at the parks. This would be, if you ordered them online and you just didn't have the tickets, probably where most people are doing. There, definitely recommend picking them up there if that's the case. But buy them in advance. And a lot of times they'll be, okay, I'm gonna cut here just because the elevator's not that exciting. All right, so picking up here, like I said, it's not interesting to look at an elevator, so I just did a really quick cut. I usually try not to too often. Looking out the window here, I cannot believe that space over by the IHOP after all these years is undeveloped. But it is. So let's walk down the hallway. And as I said before, I do have some 360 video of one of the suites from Dockside. I didn't bother recording one here because the rooms are essentially the same. So let's just pretend this is the room I stayed in. And we're entering. Sorry for that cut there. This is actually my last day in this suite. And I was planning on shooting this video along with the rest of the video of the hotel all at the same time, but the 360 camera kind of got lost in the bag. I thought maybe I forgot it. And then obviously I just found it. So, wanted to grab this. Obviously I requested a room with a pool view. A little bit noisy at night, even on the 6th floor. Oh, there goes Velocicoaster. This is one of the rooms where you can kind of get a view of the parks. You're off-site, so it's not going to be like the Hard Rock or a few other hotels where you're right there. Goes Hulk. But you also aren't paying the price for staying on site. And you still get early park admission. One thing about this hotel is these rooms are very echoey because it's a lot of hard surfaces. But it's a good size. It's very nice. But there's not much between the floors but the concrete. So if you have kids that are running around above you, you'll definitely hear it. This is something to take into consideration. But otherwise, for the I think value hotels, I always forget their exact designations. But this is the lowest end price-wise hotel that Universal has. If you look at the outside, it's rather generic looking, but that's what they went with. But overall, it's a good value. I can't really tell you the price I paid for this hotel room because obviously it's going to vary by demand, just like every hotel. But just wanted to show you guys a 360 video view of the room or the suite. Unfortunately, I don't have access to a standard room, but it looks a lot like this. I do have a video where I believe I went into, for Surfside, I went into both types of rooms, but I have a 360 video of that. So back to the rest of the hotel. And we're now leaving. So that is a tour of that room. They're all pretty much the same. It's a 1-bedroom or a 2-bedroom suite. Otherwise the same. And I believe that's everything to show about this hotel. So like it, subscribe, comment, things like that. But thanks for watching this video all the way through, and thanks for screwed up my own outro. Thanks for watching this video all the way through, and please exit through the gift shop. Please exit through the gift shop. One last look at the pool and the lake that used to be used for skiing until they realized there might be alligators in there, and they're like, no.